People from England never laugh.
There's not many people go around in England just laughing because they enjoy it, because then they'd be mental. I mean, you see some people on the street just walking around laughing at nothing, but they also piss in their pants and punch pregnant women in the face. So it's, I mean...
I saw a movie about England once.
What was the movie?
I don't know, but one man wore a leather hood and the other one cried a lot.
Great. Well, at least you remember where you saw it. Good.
You do jokes about fat people. Some fat people were going to protest your show.
A lot of them didn't make it. A lot of them sort of stopped halfway and took their breath. And then some turned up with placards, but the placards looked tasty, so they were eaten.
You mentioned in your act that while you're here, you've seen lots of commercials for the Relaxed Power X motorized scooter.
Yeah, well, that's that shows a lot of ingenuity where they've, as opposed to trying to find ways to lose weight, they've found ways to cut walking out. But I'd suggest, you know, on a motorised sort of bike, you've still got to do something. So what you want to do is get the pavement moving, so you can just like literally fall out of bed, flat on your face, and a pavement can move you to the pizza shop, and he could liquidise that. Obviously, if you really want to rule out any movement chewing, he can actually inject it straight up your anus.
You've said some nasty things about our best friends, the paparazzi. If they don't stalk people like you, we wouldn't have a job.
Well, the paparazzi are doing a job, aren't they? They like to hide in trees and bushes and take photographs of famous people's dresses. Hide in a tree taking pictures of toys with their feet, they'd be arrested. But if you go and go spy, it's for a newspaper. It's my job. They go, oh, come on then, spy on all the women you like. You're not a pervert. You're working for a newspaper.
What shows do you like on American TV?
I like America's Next Top Hooker. That's good. I like Straight Edge.
That's just a show selling knives.
Yeah, they're all different, aren't they? You can't have too many knives.
What do you think about the tragic DWI arrest of Chloe Parker?
She's gone through enough, hasn't she? She's going to jail now. She's had a hard life. She suffered like Mandela. And now
Keep
it's
right,
time for us to
and then
find her
exit
out
right.
and make her a leader.
What a great interview. I just love British men. That's all we have time
right.
for. But remember,
If a celeb shows their crack,
Or smokes it.
you'll find out first on Biz.
WKTT, because the world needs a powerful America to tell it what to do.
Conservatives finally have a real voice on the radio. It's the Richard Bastion Show.
This country's going to hell. Ever since we let those damn Australians back in this country, everything has gone to shit. What the hell should we go to war with them for in the first place?
Now, I'll tell you why. We did it for freedom and for valuable munitions contracts.
They're sick and narrow folks known as furries. They dress up in their cute little bunny suits with holes cut in them for their penises to stick out, and they pound each other's hiney, making weird-ass animal noises.
Yeah, but do you hear what public television has brought to America? Do you hear what's happened to the children? Hiney pounding.
Saving America from itself. It's the Richard Bastion Show.
All right, America, we're back. We're back here. Bastion's buddies salute. At ease. Today on the show, we're going to talk about why America is number one. Okay, without further ado, let's do what this show is all about and hit the phone lines. You're the people that make the show. All I do is make the money and spend it on facefuls of pharmaceuticals until I go deaf. Hello, caller.
I just wanted to call in and say that I absolutely love the show.
Well, I absolutely love that you think that, okay? Now you want to talk about what makes America number one, huh?
We have a completely incompetent buffoon for a leader. We drive outrageously large gas-guzzling Maibatsu monstrosities.
I know. Isn't it? It's fantastic, isn't it? What we've been given from our forefathers is the freedom from thought. That, for my money, is real freedom. Knowing you're always right. That's real freedom. It's like life is a party that's never gonna end, and you're not hosting that party. You're just there, so you can go take a dump on the coats. You can leave your beer bottle in the toilet if you want. It doesn't matter. It's not your house. Okay, we're just here to have a good time. Now, this is unless we make a serious mistake in the election. Think about it. You can't expect someone with no backbone to police the world. And that's what these liberals don't seem to understand. It's very clear. Drinking is a sin. Laying is a sin. Fisting, that's a mortal sin. And the trannies, well, don't even get me started on the trannies. It's science run amok, okay? It's very confusing. I'm looking at a woman, I'm talking to a woman, I see the woman's penis, now I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. The government is turning into a confused transgender prostitute. I mean, it really is. They don't know who to serve. You feel terrible afterwards. You have an overwhelming feeling that everything in your life is horribly wrong. Yes, it feels good while you're doing it. Yes, you're making her feel good. But still, it's wrong. Julie, on my end.
I'm totally with you, Richard. I feel like there's a full assault on our values. We need to prepare our own counter-assault. I mean, I'm a good person with good values. I think we should just go after anyone who doesn't agree with me or celebrate my holidays.
Julie, you're totally right. I mean, the minority agenda, the midget agenda, yuck. Every idiot in this country has a damn agenda. What about my agenda? You know what that is? America. It is up to us, Bastion's buddies, to tell people what they can do. Because if not, they're going to live like heathens. Left to their own devices, they're going to eat their own shit. They're going to have sex with their daughters. And we got to tell them what to do and what to listen to. Otherwise, we're going to be screwed. We're going to be screwed. We want order, America. Do you hear me? We want order.
Well, I'm ready to take the Bastion's Buddies pledge.
Okay, well then all you got to do right now, Julie, I need you to raise your right hand. Okay, I'm getting another Buddies pledge, and it's abstinence. Okay, now what is that? It's doing nothing. Now you're good at doing nothing, right, Julie?
Yeah, I'm totally frigid.
That's great. Abstinence from sexual activity, it builds up hormones. Okay, listen to me. This is science. This is me using science for good. Abstinence builds up hormones. Abstaining for a long time produces a euphoric feeling. Okay? It is nature's antidepressant. Say it. I will not come onto men. Say it with me. I will not come onto men, and sodomy is a sin, even if I crave it. Okay, good. Now I take that pledge every morning. When I wake up, I look in the mirror, okay? After I get done doing my facial scrub, and then, I put some toner on my face. But after that, I say that pledge. It's great for strength and purity of our nation. There are no better ways to serve your country apart from one. And then it involves taking out museums and inappropriate health facilities. If we're going to stay pure out there and focus on turning this country into an aggressive and limited access paradise, then listeners, you're going to need to start by avoiding romance novels, any machinery that vibrates, hand soap, baby oil, baby soap, hand oil, the internet, okay? Jumper cables, what are the trampolines? All right, trampolines, you get a young lady on a trampoline and her boobs start bouncing, or you get a well-endowed man and his package is bouncing all over. You're going to start thinking, well, there's more to life than shutting up, and that's not what is true. It's that simple. Next caller. What's wrong with this country?
We don't have enough mascots.
Okay, that is true. This is so true. Kids, the children of America, need to look up to people like Derek the Dodo, and not some liberal puppet on public television teaching you how to count. Okay, there's only 3 numbers I care about, and that is 3, 2, 1, launch. All right, and that is what I like to hear right before we send a missile cocking in some asshole country's mouth. All right, now if I need my kids to be taught tolerance, sometimes, which is a dirty word in my household, tolerance, but I'll tolerate them fighting. Okay, that is what I'll tolerate. I don't need them to learn about life from puppets. Okay, you don't learn anything from anybody that likes having a hand put up their ass. All right, the only puppet I like is the president.
I have a great idea, and I was trying it at home. It works. I have 4 wonderful, darling babies.
4 babies? We hear that, America? Another of Bastion's buddies making little soldiers to fight this culture war. That's great.
My babies are
keep right,
This life is
and
meant
then
to
exit
be
right.
shit, so that the next one is good. You gotta have your valleys to appreciate the peaks. You know, it's like an orgy with virgins. You know, I mean, it sounds like a good idea. Then you get in there and you're kind of like, no, don't put that there. Put that. You know,
Right.
anyway, you get my point. You know, I'm a man who believes in the American dream. I really do. And that dream is I'm in charge, and if you don't like what I'm saying, then I'm gonna make a wisecrack and drop a bomb on you. That's it. That for me is the American dream. Okay, and then maybe get a country artist to sing a song about it, and then have me walking around in slow motion. That's the fully realized dream. You know, then you can maybe make a movie about me doing that, and we can do action figurines, and then myself making a movie about blowing the shit out of you while I make a wisecrack. Yeah, I mean, the idea, the dream is endless, truly. And that's the beauty of America, is I'm allowed to dream. That's the dream. Don't complain to me that you come over here and that all you get are the janitor jobs, okay? Don't complain to me about that. Just pick up my shit and walk out of the room. Don't stand in here awkwardly. Don't try to make eye contact with me, okay? Don't talk to me. Don't ask about the pictures of my kids, okay?
Get ready.
America, we don't want to pick up our trash, okay? We don't want to do that, and we don't want to sweat. All right, now we'll be right here in the air conditioning, watching the news, and stewing over people like you who are trying to break into our houses. And trust me, you come into my house, buddy, you know, there's going to be you're going to be in store for a little double-barrel surprise, okay? I will take you, and I will shoot a hole in you, and then I will torture you and your family for freedom. That's about all the time we have. Remember, Bastion's buddies, we are right. We will see you next time on the Richard Bastion Show.
WKTT. Because I love my country, and if you don't, fuck you and your fat wife. WKTT 1066. Talk radio for people who are always right. The Martin Serious Show.
This show is trash. I don't want my children hearing your film.
Shut up, you shrew. Get naked for me and drown your children in the bathtub right now, on the phone.
The most valuable man in broadcasting, the genius who takes no prisoners, is back for another episode of the Shock Jock Show that has changed everything, including moral standards and what is considered funny. It's America's favorite everyman, multi-billionaire Martin Serious.
I'm being ripped off by all my peers, the hacks in this industry.
Also starring Smithy the Sidekick.
I'm smoking a cigar with my butt.